me, Simbian Gaming, and today I guess we can talk about peculiar SMP since it has been like 3 years since I started playing on it, and of course it's no longer a thing. That doesn't stop me from talking about it, so whatever. But anyway, exactly 3 years ago, today, at least at the time of recording, I started playing on Peculiar SMP. If I video titled I forgot. It's like playing the thing that Luna also plays or something, because I joined Peculiar SMP because Luna played. And ironically, exactly a month later, I just took a break from my realm because I was tired of it. So I decided to play on it a little bit. And planted just like a massive forest around a freaking thing. I know why, but I planted a massive forest around my house that I built in a plains biome, and I made it super wide for one side. So it was even weirder than that. I don't know why did I do it there, well, but go figure. But in terms of season 4, which I haven't really played all too much of it. I basically built a long house. I don't even think I got full diamond armor, just maybe like one or two pieces of it. You build a giant house and planted a big forest, and that's like about it. And yeah, got a bajillion dogs, and then Luna got a bajillion dogs that's stored in my house. So yep, my house was a storage room. At least one of the many rooms were a storage room for Luna's dogs, because that only makes sense. Now my pets died. Hold on. That's about it for season 4, so moving on to season 5. In season 5, I played even less, because if you were alive in like early 2022 and knew what I did, you probably knew what happened. A lot of drama and controversy, and I don't want to even talk about it. So I was a little bit more focused on my side of things rather than Peculiar SMP, but I still played it a little bit. I think I didn't really get diamonds, but someone gave me diamonds instead, or something like that. So that's how I got diamonds in that season. So that's season 5 of Peculiar SMP. It's nothing. Anyway, moving on to season 6, and that's where I slowly started to pick up pace, and I decided to live in a cave this time. Because why the hell not? I have a giant cave as my base. I don't really have to dig out anything or whatever. And it was a lush cave, so lighting was also fairly decent. So I decided to build a goofy base there. And then later build the same house as I build all the damn time. You know, the one. And yeah, I played it semi-often. I streamed on it even a little bit. Until on October 9th, of that year, so 2 years ago exactly. By now, I applied to the streamer program. Hooray! In like a few days I got accepted, which I didn't really think I would have gotten accepted because I was like below requirements or something. But like during that summer, the 2022 summer was also known as the stream summer, which meant I streamed a whole ton back then. So I guess he accepted me because of that. I don't know. So gotta be a streamer. But then of course, like at the end of October, the season ended, so I didn't really get to do too much as a streamer in that season, except wasting each and every single of my blocks on a 3-hour live stream. And then people gave me more blocks as I even needed to. And then, well, my realm ended again. And season 7 of Peculiar SMP is exactly when I started playing, so it's actively, like, in that season I got like max stuff. I don't think I got 6 beacons, I got like 1 or 2. I don't remember. But you'll see, I hope. And the best part of that season that I remember was the fact I was like Mr. Beast in that season. Why? Well, unlike Mr. Beast actually, but in terms of allegations now, I know. I'm not too into this, but I gave away stuff to people, ranging from gunpowder, iron, sometimes even diamonds and golden apples, and all of that stuff. Basically pick a random day of a month and I would just come and give people stuff based on Dynamap and stuff. So okay, that person is there, let me go within. Here you go, free gunpowder, free iron, there we go, thank you, no problem. See you next time. Like that. And that continued for 5 months, I think. And then on the season 8 I just kinda gave up on that, because I don't know. But in terms of what the crazy stuff I did during season 7 is built 3 fucking towers that are exactly the same for no purpose apart from the tower that is the main tower. Right? The other thing I did was build a massive fucking railroad stretching to each and every side of the world. And like, there's the main part of the railroad that goes like around the spawn area, like roughly. Kind of missed. It's heavily off center, but it still roughly went around the spawn area. And then there would be branches branching out to each side of the world, and then Bjorn and Howling told me to go to their island, so I did that. The thing is, that wasn't even the main idea. The main idea was kind of selfish. I would just stretch the railroad all the way to the closest desert to get sand for villagers, so I would get filthy rich with emeralds. That's it. It was all about sand. But not, I guess I did the entire thing. I didn't even plan that, but alright. Also, at the same time, like unlike the last time I quit the realm, I invited people to Sony's Legacy as like the temporary successor of things. Well, here after the disaster that was kind of disaster, that was season 12. I invited people to Peculiar SMP once again as a temporary successor of sorts. Not many people joined. It was mainly Sink and Bjorn. I tried to get other people on. Didn't work. Oh well. And yeah, season 7 was good. I even got into the admin world because well, Howling just DP'd me there, and they got a nice talk, a nice chat with the resident giant over there that got killed in front of my eyes. Then, unfortunately, so that didn't go too well. I even got a peek at like a little mini game of sorts. Like it was basically, I don't know, shooting range or something. Basically, you point your crossbow at a target, and the redstone tells how accurate you were. That was cool. I never saw that in the actual game. Yikes. Also, like, please don't tell anyone, but actually, during season 7, I had a warp to Howling, and since random tick speed there was like a fuck ton, I secretly grew some potatoes and sugarcane there. Nothing personal, just a little exploit, I guess. So I had potatoes the rest of the season, which was kind of shady, but yeah. And since on season 7, like, invested a whole bunch of time, like hours and hours, like, of time building the fucking railroad and the fucking towers that gained me views on YouTube for no absolute reason. I don't even know how. I did a little bit of world downloading, since, you know, if you know me, I'm all in for preservation and stuff. If you want to download any backup of like any season of a realm, you can. I have like several backups available. Some have more, some have less. It's really dependent on the situation that was with the realm and how long it was. Some are just random. But even now, if you want to download like Simbian Craft 1 that just started almost 5 years ago, you can. And on Peculiar SMP, that was kind of unheard of. So I just started doing it myself. And I actually also wanted staff to do it, since like none of the NBT data and the C data and all the other cool stuff would be present, so yep. The funny thing is, they deleted that after downloading it. Like, they somehow kept it on the server. Why don't you just download it immediately? Yeah. But they deleted that because something was eating up the storage of the server, and that turns out to be log files from Dynamap, for fuck's sake. So yeah, that's unfortunate. So, like, to this day, my backup remains the only backup of Peculiar SMP 7 alive, and it's not even complete. So yeah, that backup that I had later came in use though, but we're gonna get to it. Now, we go into the season that I am in, the Peculiar SMP Season 8, which I think I played a lot more. Since like it launched after basically I'm done with New Champion Craft, and that's it. I'm not making another season of New Champion Craft. It's done. Kinda intro, kinda didn't. But yeah, I had a lot of time. Though it's like started a little earlier, like in April I think. And I had exams in May, so it was a little late in some ways, but still played a fair bit afterwards, like the entire summer and the rest. It was great. As you can see, I'm loading into the official backup, which is also meshed with my backup. Peculiar SMP, and like signs and maps are gone, but like instead of like doing signs like enchantments here and other stuff there and all the other stuff here and even the shop sign, I would just get images and convert them, like get images and convert them to maps and like place them here. They would look nicer. Like as you can see, I was selling efficiency 5, feather falling, mending, protection. Like I was rich. Like I was the second richest player towards the end of the season, if not the third. Which was quite epic. She had a lot of gunpowder, a lot of sugar cane. No totems. Like either way, this season was quite great in my opinion, until the end, I guess, since it lasted way too long. It lasted until February or January of this year. So it like lasted like over half a year or something, like 7 or 8 months, which is long as crap for a season. Which why it kind of died towards the end. And probably the reason for, well, in general, Peculiar SMP's demise. This season stretching out for way too long. It's just like understandable. People need to put their time somewhere else. Not just Minecraft all the time, but like, yeah. So yeah, I was done with new champion craft. Ironically, in the same day that COVID was also pronounced dead as a threat, the pandemic and stuff. So I had plenty of time. I invested like tons of time into the season. Like, I believe this season I was the one that killed the Ender Dragon too. And that was like completely by accident. I was like, oh shoot, I need a bow and arrow. Let me go to my base real quick. I'm gonna go to my base and pick up the bow and arrow and stuff. Bam. Pick it up. And go back. And then, oh, it's about to be dead, so I know, randomly shoot the arrow at the dragon. It turns out I killed the dragon, got the elytra and the egg, and I was basically the first to kill the dragon. By accident! And at this season I like went to the furthest corner of the world to set up my base, which I'm flying to. Just gonna take a little bit of time. I don't really know why, I just wanted to stay away from stuff happening. My brain is not braining. So I just set up base, and my bow also set up base in the same area, so that was that. Oh hey, look, the railroad. I built the railroad, though that was kind of... I'll get to that in a sec. So basically, I got started as a base in the ground, like I don't know, ever since like a decade ago. I was building bases in the ground, like those tunnel-like bases, and I don't know why. I just like them for some reason, I guess. So I built one here too. I got a village set up, all the farms set up I need, all except the mob farm, which was outside nearby on the ocean, and the raid farm, which was a little bit further away on an ocean. It was all nice and cozy. Yeah, but until like I got the warning about the drops of performance in my base because of banners. Yeah, I guess, yeah, Galaxy S3 players need also to play. By today's standards, it would be Galaxy S7 players, because like S3 is dead in terms of support. Official, that is. So yeah, I guess I complied and removed the banners. Now I don't really think the banners was the main issue. I think it was the fact that basically me and my brother lived in the same base pretty much and had basically a copy of the same stuff, like villagers and sheep farms and stuff, which that mainly caused the drops in performance and not the banners. Oh well. Like, look at my frame rate now, it's like, well, the monitor's render distance, refresh rate 72 FPS. Straight to look at my base. And yeah, I started building the railroad, though it kinda gave up. And then it kinda not gave up again. Build the railroad to like my airport thing. She's gonna get to it later. And gave up again. Then decided to not give up towards the end of the season. And built it kinda. Here's the mob farm. Oh my god, it also has an iron farm right next to it. Is this Dingus 2.0? 2.2, damn, that's Dingus. It's a drown, that is a zombie. Wait, is that a Dingus 1.0 or 1.1 or 1 point something? Hey, look. I also tried like to complete all the achievements, which is like the reason why this platform here. It's for that one villager, the Mason. And look at that, the skyscraper is a sugarcane farm, and that's a lot of sugarcanes to be farmed. Not gonna lie. So yeah, that was helpful. Also, how can I forget to mention the fact that I just AFK'd like in the Note 9 and the S7 mostly, and the S8 sometimes. Just AFK'd in front of the farm, so 24/7. Like I had the whole ass setup with the auto clicker, so it won't power off too. And if like the server restarts every 12 hours, so I made it so like, oh no, the server restarted, let's try to reconnect automatically. Like the auto clicker would press in those areas, and hey, it worked. I was online 24/7 on those accounts. Like damn, and now look at my frame rate. Like I have a pretty beefy computer, that is. And yeah, it drops like for high 30s, low 40s. Yeah, this base is kind of performance hog. Okay, let me go to LAN. So I can go to spectator mode, and yeah, this is a little bit of a mess. But like, my brother did a giant sheep farm here. Then I guess Strider farm, and she also made for an achievement. That's why it's so long. My sheep farm. Then I had like a silverfish spawner, zombie spawner, skeleton spawner, then like spider spawner, I think, or cave spider spawner, I don't know. Like I had a lot of stuff. I had like a lot of turtles. That's why I had like a lot of turtle shells that I couldn't sell for the life of me. And of course, this long ass sugarcane farm that goes all the way down here. I actually wanted to rate how much it would produce per hour. Like I never did. I guess I'll do somehow. Sometime. Like that was useful, and the other my farm was useful. And yeah, due to the amount of banners, like I had a lot of banners. What did I do that again? Like over here, I tried to like extend the corridors even all the way to there, like until the railroad, and I didn't really go through doing that. Like I would have spread out all the things to prevent lag and stuff. Cause like this is insane. Look at these storage rooms, like stones and stuff. All of these. Okay, not all of these. No, they're full of junk. Like sugarcane. All of these chests are like full of sugarcane. I had sugarcane for years. Same with gunpowder. There's even more storage in there. And of course, I duped rails. This goes to the rail duper here. Like with the flick of the switch, you can create infinite rails. My brother's base, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, all the sugarcane here in the manual farm in case I needed sugarcane fast. Like this house, which I planned to do something, but I didn't really do anything. And the cat, it's just a cat. Like, as you can see, my base is huge. It even has like the crop farms and stuff. I was living. That's why I also started to back up this season, because like, of course I wouldn't want to lose the progress, like the giant freaking tower of sugarcane. Or if I go further away, the remake of the house that in also bigger from my old Minecraft series. Like the basement looks so nice. Like, yeah, I did it as proof as I can build it, and I think it looks pretty nice in my opinion, but according to Bjorn, no. There's this. I hope that complaint started because I complained the fact that Bjorn's building had nothing inside. Like absolutely nothing. Oh well. It's kind of fun now when you have the whole thing. You can just go here, like you couldn't go here. Like the furthest you could go is like here, and there's like a whole ass village just right here. It's just like, damn, that's kind of cool. Like the whole mountain stuff, it's cool. And I got this chance to get the official backup for once. But anyway, eventually people started getting bored of the season, since like towards the end of summer and autumn, and we didn't know really when we're gonna get another season. So yeah, this railroad in fact is like after, like at the end of autumn was completed, and like the Stream Week 5. Like I made a fair share of videos about this too, like building the lighthouse and the plane, which looks kinda goofy because by that point I have never been in a plane. Not until the February of this year when I finally went to Italy. In a plane, and like that, the airport, which was like my guess. Just this giant empty area behind here. That's just my guess of an airport. Like also the little station like over there got claimed, so that was a little bit of a weird moment. But then we go to February because the other stuff is boring. And I announced that I will be stopping streaming towards the end of February. I didn't really even know I would go to Italy at that point, so okay. And I told them in the streamer chat that they can remove me from their streamer program at the end of the month. They did it not at the end of the month, which kinda messed up my plans a little bit. And made me not happy. Now the reason is, in February I was of course doing stream week 6. As you know, it got one Peculiar SMP stream when I originally planned to give 3 Peculiar SMP streams as like a little farewell to the streamer program and the SMP itself. I don't know, more like the streamer program, but then they demoted me. And like, why? And I don't remember now, but I didn't really think they gave me a reasonable explanation as to why. So yeah, I was kind of mad. Then I started season 9, for the love of God. Oof. Everyone waited for the season 9. And oh boy, it was a rough start. Like, they didn't really finish preloading chunks before starting the season. Like, if I was them, like at that point staff changed, which I slightly disliked compared to Howling. They didn't preload chunks, and people started going out and loading new chunks that were not loaded before, and that made the chunk loading slow down to a crawl. And well, it was one chunk at a time. They were kind of mad. It just made us the video, since I was moving on to videos like I am now. Peculiar SMP 9, episode 1, one chunk at a time. They were not happy about that, but oh well. Like I wasn't happy either. Oh yeah, hey, I forgot to mention one thing about season 8. I was actually going to apply for staff. I didn't really even care if I was just gonna be stuck helper forever. I just wanted to be a staff member again after the end of New Champion Craft. So I applied at the start of the summer, since I of course didn't want to apply during my exams, since it would be kind of awkward since I would be busy by that time, and you're supposed to spend a lot of time on the server to get that promoted to a helper from a member. So I waited till summer and I applied, and I didn't really hear back. I don't know why. Like, I was genuinely wanting to become a staff member of Peculiar SMP. And this kind of also came since like, I wanted to be just a staff member in general, since after the end of New Champion Craft I was like kind of, well, and I just wanted to become a staff member because I just wanted to do something for the sake of a server again. Yeah, I applied, didn't hear back, and oh well. And like I wanted to own, to like that wish to become a staff member kind of evolved to be a wish to become a server owner again. Here we go, K5 SMP began. That's that. Anyway, back to season 9. I played like a little bit, since like it didn't even last long. It like lasted 2 months max, I think. Plus I was in Italy, so I had to play on a potato laptop, and I was like kind of thinking, Project Green, why not to try to make a server that is like great and like a last attempt of trying to make a good server for once. And then of course Sivo was pissing me off because he wanted like to essentially take ownership of what I was making. So I was pissed at the time. And like Peculiar SMP was clearly dying. Like, oh, on Peculiar SMP, man, like in June or something. And like, I was like, perfect. And like, join Green Ground SMP, and then man, like, something, not my band. It was kind of dumb. But I was also mad at CEO for that motherfucker trying to push his metro and elevators and whatever into my server after we like declined the merger. It was kind of dumb. And he like didn't even shut up till like July to August, like after it's released. Like I was like, come on, man. It's been months. We're not merging or putting metro. Just I don't know, go revive Peculiar SMP or something and just stop bothering us for once. He didn't he unfortunately did not revive Peculiar SMP. So funny, I was banned like at the end of March, and like a couple weeks later at the beginning of April, like 9th or 7th, if I remember correctly, the Peculiar SMP just ended. And then like when I returned home, I was about to do like Peculiar SMP 9 episodes something, and I was like, oh, it's gone. And started laughing. That's like, since back in summer of 2023, I was kind of carrying them by streaming often on them, while basically everyone else was not doing anything really. So I was carrying them, and like, they banned the most active player, the server died. I think if they actually accepted me to become a helper, stuff changed. Would have changed, and the force of Howling wouldn't have left the staff, because the new staff is kinda not that good in my opinion. But oh well, things are how they are. Greencraft SMP is it is. It's not dead nor alive. It just exists. It's like coming to an end again for the last fucking time. It's like no one wanna play on that, I guess, even though like you tried hard to make it good. I even got some tips from Howling. That's it. This is a long video of me yapping. You're gonna watch. For some reason, I doubt anyone's gonna watch it, but if you want me to yap about stuff, I guess you can. So, I guess, bye. This is gonna be a pain editing this with stuff, because I'm gonna watch this entire thing unlike literally anyone else, and I have to upload it the same day. See ya.